This is the third week of July in the UNL Pollinator plot. We are in the larval habitat portion of the plot, looking south. And as you can see, we're out here today doing a little bit of work. We planted a butterfly milkweed section out here. So this is sort of growing here, and we've been weeding the weeds. You can see we've got a lot of, it looks like crabgrass to me. Then a lot of milkweed, and also just a little bit of another prairie mix, prairie type 3 mix from stock seed is mixed in here to provide a little bit of a ground cover. Planted this just about 2 weeks ago. We've had actually fairly good germination for, it looks like butterfly milkweed to me, showy, and a little bit of common in here as well. So it's really neat to sort of see some things come up. And you know, milkweed is one of those that needs a while to grow to get its tap roots deep. And we see this fairly late, so it'll be interesting to see how much of this actually survives through the winter. And you can see we've got a spot over here where this is all essentially weeds. And then over here is a section that's a little more open. This is our larval habitat section. I put preen down almost in the entire plot, except for I did seed some perennial lupine right in this section and did not put preen down because preen is a pre-emergent. And you can see the weeds that came up in 2 weeks. I mean, all this was just completely bare 2 weeks ago. And so we've weeded half of that. I just wanted to show you the contrast. I mean, you know, kind of against using chemical controls as much as possible, but if you're sort of on a limited time budget and limited budget, you know, sometimes it's good to use those kind of products in a limited fashion, especially during the time of year where you know, it's really hot, you can't get out here very much. So just wanted to demonstrate, you know, sometimes it is good to use a product like that. Once we get this mulched and covered, it'll be a lot easier to maintain, and we probably won't have to use chemical controls. And I wanted to show another little section here over in our berry plot. We actually did put a weed berry under here. We actually used a natural product, which most of you are probably familiar with, which is paper, and it's newspaper. So we took recycled newspaper and actually put this underneath. And you can see some of the remnants of this coming up. You know, the only drawback to newspaper is it doesn't last very long yearly. So if we were to remulch this every year, we might put another layer of newspaper down every year. One of the reasons why we're able to do it in this section of the plot is we do have sort of these stable plantings, berry bushes, that will allow us easily to work around them over the years, whereas in these other plots we've got just way more plants, and it's a lot harder to do that, a lot more work to work around the plants, where in here we've got these plants pretty well spaced out, and they're bush plants. And so really pretty cool. And then the last thing I wanted to show you today in this week's video is we've got our green edge in here, and this is really coming along really nice. This is oats in here, alfalfa, and clovers, and that's coming together really, really nice. It's our greenberry to our larger prairie plot up here, which also is looking pretty good now with a couple of predominant species of flowers blooming at the moment. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you this week. We'll continue to shoot more videos, and hopefully as this develops a little bit more, there'll be some great blooms to show you a little bit later in the year.